on Instagram, and welcome to the energy update for April for Soulful Ascension, and a welcome on YouTube. Just waiting for you. uh, Okay. Okay, so I am currently in Oceanside, California, and we are now in April. Oh my God, the energy just keeps getting better and better. And this is all for our soul's growth. This is, there's so much light on the planet that is coming through for us to create the new world that we choose to live in. And this is what we'll be talking about today, because last Saturday we had the new moon solar eclipse. Then on Sunday we had the Neptune. And let me just. Oh, yeah, it is still. Sorry, I thought I had a little technology glitch there. So then Neptune went into Aries on Sunday, and it will stay in Aries for the next 14 years. This is a time of taking action. Okay. And this is our time to. Oh, let me, do you know what? Sorry, there's a lag on the computer, so I'm just wondering if it's coming through clearly. Otherwise, I will have to re-record. Um, because what we're going to be talking about today, the content is so important. This is your time. You are stepping into a whole new chapter, a whole new era, a whole new cycle of evolution for your revolution, for your new life. This is what we came here for. You know, for over 20 years, I've been teaching a modality that shifts consciousness, expands awareness, because I could see this is everything that I've been teaching for the last 2 decades has been leading up to this time here on earth. Now, with what we just came through March, and everything that we have just experienced through March with the eclipses and the equinox is all about your spiritual awakening, all about higher consciousness. There is no going back. This is like we have just stepped from one timeline into another timeline, and we're not going back to the old structures, the old paradigms. That's all dissolved. It is still dissolving, and we will see over the next few months all these old structures just dissolving, crumbling, leaders dissolving, the old world dissolving. That it's like there's so much change occurring. And so this month is a really powerful month of you to take the energies from March to get really clear about the world that you choose to live in. What does your new reality look like? What does your dreams, and think big picture, because everything that is happening right now is happening for us. But with the shift in consciousness, we get to decide and be the change that you want to see in the world. We get to choose our leaders. We get to choose what the world that we choose to live in. And so if you're focused on all the drama and the chaos in the world, well, you're just feeding that energy. And I've spoken about this on previous episodes, where if you're focusing on all the doom and gloom and going on to social media and watching those videos, and you're feeding the negative energy. Even the people that are trashing and judging, whether it's politicians, whether it's celebrities, whether it's royalty, whether it's anybody, anyone who is projecting negative energy onto other people, you're actually just feeding the energy of negativity and projecting the judgment and the criticism, and it's toxic. So stop it, please stop that, because this new world that we are stepping into is our freedom to truly tap into source energy and bring that love and light and compassion and love and joy, and bring it and the peace into our heart, and truly feel that in our heart, and send that love and light out into the world and to our brothers and sisters, whether you agree with them or not. It's better, just because, remember, light dissolves the darkness. So even if there's behavior that you don't like out in the world, it's like keep sending light to dissolve it, and focus on the world that you choose to see, which is freedom, love, no conflicts. So this is where we, there's a lot of stuff going on about wars and stuff like that. But when you're at peace, and when every single person on the planet is at peace in their heart, there will be no wars. What's the point of getting caught up in conflict? It doesn't make sense. It's like, dissolve the conflict within yourself. And so this is, again, looking at the shadow areas within yourself. Look at it, those parts within yourself that is coming up to be cleared, to be, you're going through a rebirth. So be very aware of what's coming up for you, what no longer serves you. This could be habits, it could be your thoughts, it could be behaviors, activities, people you hang around, especially if you're hanging around toxic people and it's all negative talk, right? And this is where, if you're choosing to be part of that energy, it's bringing your energy down, but also it's actually feeding the energy, and you're allowing yourself to, well, it's like self-abuse, because when you love and respect and honor yourself 100%, you will go, you know what? I choose to walk away, and I choose freedom, and I love myself enough to say no, no more. I'm not listening to that negativity. I'm not going to participate in this conversation, and don't even feed the energy. If I've seen a lot of different posts where they're projecting onto different people, and the people that are feeding that energy with either emojis of, angry faces or whatever, you're feeding the energy. So step out of that energy, because we are creating a whole new world, and this month is all about taking action for change. The 2025 is the month of change. This is our time to step into our power and be the leader that we are in the world. We get to choose which leaders come from integrity, come from compassion and love and honesty and trust, and we get to choose a whole new leadership. It's not giving your power away to anybody. I don't care how powerful they think they are. That's where the old paradigm, that's what we just moved out of. And this is where we get to step into a whole new world where we create the world that we want to live in. We get to create the new rules. This is where we have so much clarity and focus on where we're going, because this is such a magnificent time of change. That's what we are in right now. We are moving into a whole new destiny. There is so much light on the planet, and what that's doing is lighting up the light codes within us. And so we have DNA, we have cells in our body, we have these light codes within our body that are being lit up. And what that's doing is helping us to rewire the neurological networks in our brain to increase to higher consciousness and move into who we are becoming. So who are you now? Who is the being you choose to be, and who are you becoming? And what habits, behaviors, patterns, old beliefs and stories and changes do you need to make in order to be the new version of you? This may be new eating habits in your diet. It may be starting an exercise routine. It may be changing the group of friends that you hang around. Who do you consider your friendship group? Because remember, when you ask people, name the top 5 friends in your life, and those top 5 are significant in your life, and they're like-minded friends. They've got your back no matter what. And then outside of that 5, people come and go, and there's colleagues and associates and other people on the fringe, but there's that solid 5 people that have got your back. And so identify their characteristics, their values, their ethics, and are they in alignment with the new version of you? And that's a question to really tap into when you're meditating and truly, that's 111. See, new beginnings. The time now is 111 Pacific time, and I just noticed on my computer, and 111 means new beginning. So there's a confirmation that source is flowing through us. We are in alignment, so it's been aligned to your soul's mission, your soul's purpose, and welcome in new things. When you just expand your mindset and think big, you open up to the infinite opportunities and possibilities and the manifestations, because the energy on the planet is powerful manifestation. So you are manifesting things and creating your new dream so quick now, because the veil has lifted on the planet. So when you think about something, you can conceive it. And when be aware of what you put your energy into. What are you focused on? Because if you're getting distracted with all the social media and the YouTube videos and all the other videos that are ranting on something, and I know that there's a lot of stuff going on in the world, but if you take a step back, I've been traveling since I've been since I arrived 2 weeks ago in America, and I've really unplugged from that, a lot of the online stuff. And it's been so wonderful. So this week, I'm actually going to play tourist and get the train into San Diego downtown and just be a tourist and explore the area. And so there's so much beauty in the world. Doesn't matter which country you're in, and where you are, there is so much beauty in the world. So go out and create those opportunities, those magical moments, because they're everywhere. When you stop focusing on all the distractions and the face in the screen, you get to experience so much magical moments and miracles and manifestations and meeting amazing people and embrace the beauty everywhere you go. I've been doing lots of walking and just walking along and just appreciating, the beautiful gardens and the flowers that I walk past. So this is our opportunity to actually just make small changes that bring you joy. And whether that's changing up your exercise routine or start exercising or start dance lessons or do other fun activities, go and do something completely different that you wouldn't normally do. That's why I'm going to go and be a tourist this week. And it's like, wow, even when I was living in California, when I was living here, I didn't do all the touristy stuff, and it was just all work and focus on work. And it's like, well, hang on, no, let's go play and have that balance. And because balance is one of the steps in my BENN method of balance, energy, nurture, and nourish. And also it's about, focusing on the love that you are and the love that you bring to the world, and share that love and light and radiate that out to all our brothers and sisters. And so the planets and all the changes in the cosmos and all these celestial events that we're experiencing is affecting every single one of us, whether you are awake or not. It is affecting every individual on the earth, because we all came as a soul into these physical bodies and to have this experience and have this journey of being a human in a physical body. But we also have the choice of free will, and that free will is we get to make choices every single day. And so are the choices that you are making fulfilling you on a soul level, or is it just fulfilling the ego level? And that's a question to ask yourself, because you're the only one that can truly answer that question. And when you focus on what you truly want and your dreams and your reality, and take the steps to turn your dreams into reality, then you're moving in the right direction. But also having a spiritual practice, taking time out. I keep talking about, taking time out to meditate and be quiet and have those stillness meetings with yourself, and go within and talk to your guides, talk to the archangels, ascended masters, the universe, your God team, whoever you talk to on a daily basis. Just keep those conversations going. And the other thing is make sure you keep grounding. And this can be done through a grounding meditation, a visualization, visualizing a grounding cord. You can also go and stand on the grass and ground, or bare feet on the grass. So this will help through this transformation time. because you're moving into a whole new version of yourself. So what does the new version of you look like, feel like? What are the new habits, the new changes, the new behaviors? This is looking at those old patterns as well, those old patterns and behaviors that you could be still cleaning up and clearing out and releasing. We talked about this at the full moon, because you're moving into a whole new paradigm. And this new paradigm is all new ways of being. So it's like out with the old, in with the new, but there's no going back. And even Mother Earth, with all these natural disasters, whether it's a volcano, whether it's the fires, whether it's a hurricane, whether it's a cyclone that wipes out, it never goes back to the old way of being. And that's the same with you. It's like this earth, Mother Earth, and all the movements and the weather patterns and everything that has changed a lot of different cities and areas on the earth. It will never go back to the same. And that's the same with you. It's like those old ways of being and acting and the old behaviors. It's like you'll never go back. It's like the changes right now are permanent. And because this is a whole new consciousness, it's truly letting go and releasing the old. And so this month, be very aware of the doubts, the fears, any little niggles, especially if you have been people pleasing or trying to keep the peace, or around narcissistic, abusive people, and you never speak up. Now is the time to say no. No, I'm no longer going to hold the space for this negativity or put up with this behavior, and I'm going this way. Bye. See you later. And stop dancing around the strawberry. Love and honor yourself enough to just say no. Sorry, that's unacceptable. I'm not listening to this. I'm not having this conversation. And then if you choose to keep talking about this subject or talking about this person and judging and projecting and all this toxic behavior, no, not participating, do not want to even listen to it, and keep following your heart and dropping in what's the most loving, kind thing that you can do for yourself first, and then do for others, because all relationships are changing right now, and the love that you have for yourself will attract those people who are on the same wavelength. And so everyone is a mirror for us. And if you are not in alignment, or if there's imbalances, or if there's areas within you that is allowing this abusive behavior or these patterns, or if there's unresolved patterns within you, guess what? You will attract that in another, because everyone is a mirror for each other, especially in intimate relationships. If you're going into new relationships, this is where it's so important to do your inner clearing first, and then when you're vibrating at a high frequency and high vibration, you will attract someone at that same vibration and frequency who's also done their inner work. And for many, many years, it's always been women who do all the personal development and the spiritual growth workshops and seminars. And now men are. But to go into a relationship with a man that it's like, because it takes courage to do your inner work, right? And if you are strong in yourself and cleared up all of those patterns within you or those shadow energies within you, you will attract someone who's also 100%. But when you're strong in yourself and honoring yourself, you will also recognize if there is cracks or work for the other person that's not yet 100%. And see if they're willing. But if this is where fear comes up, so when it comes to relationships, be really aware of where you're compromising and settling for second best, or allowing different behaviors. It's like, oh, but he's got all these other good qualities. I'll let that one slide, and then I'll let that slide, and I'll let that slide. And so this reminds me of many years ago when I met this person, and he said he was a social drinker, because I'm very careful about being around alcoholics. Well, his social drinking, he was an alcoholic, but in denial. And so that was a red flag for me. And so just keep tuning in and be very aware of the red flags of what is not acceptable for you, and just say no, because when each time you say no, um, you're honoring and loving yourself. Okay, I'm going to just check. Also, last Saturday, did you write out your new chapter, your new book, your new dream reality? That was one of the exercises for last Saturday. And then Neptune. This is the first time Neptune is in Aries in our lifetime. The last time was in the 1800s. So this is amazing energy, with we are pioneering a whole new earth. And so this is where it is so exciting. So anything that you are thinking about comes about. So be very aware of what's coming up for you on a moment to moment basis, because thoughts become things. Your words become your reality. What actions you take will become your reality. So be very aware of what's coming up for you, what you're cleaning out, what you're moving out, and also what you're moving towards and focusing on. And because the old structures are dissolved, and they're dissolving. So we're going to see more of that dissolving, because this is that April is a whole new wake up call of change. So it's very exciting, as we move out of these old paradigms of the past, and we're opening up to new ways of thinking, of being, of what we are, how we're living in this new world. And the more you can keep focused on the new world and move towards that, like I've said in previous videos, stay focused on the horizon. Where are you going? Because if you're heading down the highway, and actually, when I came back from Palm Springs, it was like all the traffic was really, really slow. And it was like, wow, it was just someone broken down on the side of the road, but all 4 lanes of traffic, all slowed down, crawling along to Sticky Beak, uh, a car that had broken down on the side of the road that was getting help. So it's like that's the distraction that I'm talking about. Stay focused on where you're going, and stay focused on your goals, your intentions, the new chapter that you wrote out on Saturday for the new moon solar eclipse. Focus on all those action steps. Keep visualizing that, putting energy into that. Keep thinking about that, and be aware of where you're getting caught up in those fear cycles, getting caught up in the fear mongering, especially with all the toxicity online and all these videos and everything that we're seeing plastered in our face on a daily basis. This is where you get to say, no, I'm not watching that. I'm not feeding the energy or the algorithm, because if you watch that and get hooked in, well, guess what? You're just feeding the algorithm, and the algorithm will keep feeding you more of those types of people, those types of videos, that type of content. Keep feeding you all those topics related to the stuff that you don't want, because it's law of attraction. You get more of what you don't want, whatever you're putting energy into. So whether that's the good, bad, evil, the darkness, or the beautiful blessings, and all the beautiful things and the positivity online. So you get to choose, and those choices that you make, just keep feeling in. Does it bring you harmony within? Is it feeling balanced and in harmony with your soul? And how does it feel? Just keep dropping in. How do you feel on a daily basis with all these choices that you're making? And if something doesn't feel good, or if something's coming up for you, and any niggles, this could be, little a doubt, or things that just aren't in quite in alignment. Notice and be aware of those things, that it's like something's not quite right. And so feel into this. I was there's someone who I'm on his mailing list, and he keeps sending all these messages and emails. I've opened up for more new clients, would you like to be one of my new clients? And nice guy, he's very knowledgeable, but he's not in alignment with himself. And I'm feeling it's like, no, it's like there's a mismatch here, because there's, and people feel this. Like, I can sense, and I'm not saying that as a judgment, but this is the reason I use that as an example, is so you can tune in what's 100% in alignment with you, and then make that choice, yes or no. Is this in alignment for my highest good and destiny, yes or no? And will this help me to move forward in my goals, for the highest good of all, like everything that you're creating for this planet. But all relationships on this planet all start with you. And so when you're honoring yourself, and this goes back to self-care, this is what the BENN Method is all about: advanced self-care for the soul. You serve your soul first. The relationship starts with you first. And when you're in balance and harmony within yourself, and love and honor and respect yourself 100%, then all your relationships in the outside world will reflect that and mirror that. So if you're interested in joining me for the BENN Method Academy training, it starts on April the 22nd, and it's going to be an amazing group of people where we come together every single week, and the training will go for 12 months of support, but 9 months of training. And so it's in 3 phases. And we go through the release, realign, restore, rebalance, and re-energize, incorporate, because they're the 5 R's, which is the foundation to the BENN method of balance, energy, nurture, and nourish. So you're getting both programs into one. And so it's a really dynamic program that I have put together. I'm still adding more and more stuff because there is so much coming through from the cosmos, from source energy. And so that's what I'll be sharing with you, especially with all these wake ups and this ascension, all those spiritual tools and everything that I've been collecting and learnt from my teacher back 35 years ago. This is what I'm sharing with you. Okay, I'm going to choose a card from the Psychic Tarot first. We'll see what comes through as we are birthing the new you. We're all going through a rebirth and the death of the old. So can I have a card about April, this week of April? Also, next Monday, April the 7th, Mercury and Venus will go direct. And oops. So, just there's several there. I'll keep shuffling. But yeah, the important thing is this is the end of the era. This is the end of the old cycle. This is the end of the old paradigm. And we're stepping into a whole new dimension of consciousness. And it's a very exciting new reality, new world that we are co-creating together. But just also remember that our consciousness is creating the world. Okay. Deception and envy. Interesting. Deception and envy. So be very discerning who you hang around, which associations, which people, which activities you participate in, what videos you are listening to, what you're giving your energy to, and the deception and the envy. This is where there's we are seeing a lot of the darkness on the planet. We're seeing this in every single country, especially in politics, especially in seeing all the corruption and the crime and the greed and and all the darkness. So that's what we're dissolving right now. So this is the deception and envy. And so this is where this is a warning card. Be very, very discerning what you choose to put your energy into and who you choose to associate with and be with. Because not everyone has your best interests at heart. So keep feeling into what's true for you, and also what enhances your life and feels good. And so the message is to be forewarned is to be forearmed. This card comes at a time when individuals or conditions aren't what they appear to be. How well do you really know the people around you? Are they telling you everything you need to know? In business, make sure you gather all the necessary information so that you're aware of and understand all the facts before continuing. You've worked hard. Don't let others take from you what is rightfully yours. And unfortunately, some people may be envious of your accomplishments. So, this card also represents a time of sudden and unexpected changes, or when plans that you're undertaking may not turn out exactly the way you envisioned. Have a plan B as a fallback strategy to prevent future problems. Use this card as a reminder to be prepared. It's better to be safe than sorry. So that really sums up with a lot of the toxicity and everything that we're seeing in the world. Just be aware it is all dissolving. So stop getting caught up in the drama and the chaos, okay? Because it's not making it's actually keeping you miserable and it's causing unnecessary misery. So why watch it? Because remember, the external world is a reflection of what each an individual is putting out there. We are creating the world that we see today. So if you choose to have a world of love and peace and joy and harmony and coming together and helping all our brothers and sisters in the world, focus on that. And then the wars will be dissolved, all this corruption and all the stuff going on politically, and then we will see lots of changes unfold. So this is the pivotal time that we are at in humanity of consciousness, where we're at right now. We get to change and be the change that we choose to see in the world. So be that within yourself. Take responsibility for the energy that you're putting out there and what you're focused on. Okay, I'm going to choose another card from the Keepers of the Light Oracle. And these are all the Ascended Masters. So let me that this month also be kind and loving with yourself and heal those inner wounds. Okay, notice what's coming up and take some time to nurture and nourish you. Like I said, if you'd like help with this, April the 22nd is your opportunity to join me live on Zoom every week, where we go much, much deeper into, okay, um, where we go much deeper into all the tools, all the exercises. I answer your questions. I'm holding your hand every step of the way. So if you're struggling right now and it's like, whoa, I'm having those wobbling moments, well, come join me for the BENN Method Academy. We start April the 22nd. It's a Tuesday. The card that just jumped out is Awakening Presence, and we've got Elmora, and this is the universe is with you, and wear a cloak of protection and love. So this is for when you surround yourself, and you can do this with a visualization, is just surround yourself with like a cloak of protection. Plus, what I like to say is I live and move and breathe in a living liquid crystal power of light. And then I see myself in this crystal diamond of light. You know, you can just see and visualize that around your body. And then that's how you set up the day and just get on with your day. And because you know that you're protected at all times. So you can say a little mantra that will help set you up at the start of the day. If you're feeling wobbly throughout the day, you can repeat it. And just know that the universe has got your back. Okay, so the message for Elmora is spiritual protection is important at this time. Ensure that you are cleansing your energy before putting on protection. Elmora is here with a legion of angels to help you understand where you are now. Fire up your divine connection, detach from dramas, people, places, and emotions that no longer serve you. Remember that within you there is a mighty soul light. Allow the light to shine through your entire being, and then call on Elmora and his angels to surround you in a light that will keep you safe on all levels. Also know that facing fears and seeing the truth will strengthen your connection to the universal life force. So that just sums up everything that we've been talking about today, and also about you are protected. You're in charge. Take back your power and do not get caught up in the fear mongering or the anger or the projections. Step into the new beginnings and your soul's blueprint that you came in here. Before you came here, you had a soul's blueprint, and this is you listening and following and living out your soul's mission and purpose. So in regards to the eclipses that we've just been, what are you eclipsing out of your life and what are you eclipsing into your life? We are at a pivotal point. This is the portal is open for you to step into a whole new reality. So what does that reality look like? And focus on the magic and the miracles and the miraculous opportunities, the miraculous possibilities, the miracles around you. Go out and create magic everywhere you go, and just open up to receive more, and just keep opening up to what else, and keep manifesting and attracting that in, because how you show up on a daily basis and the energy that you're putting out there is what you attract back. So go out, create those miracles, have a fantastic week ahead, and I will see you next week. But I'm traveling on Monday, so it will be on Tuesday instead. And in the meantime, I'm sending much love, many blessings, and I look forward to seeing you all very soon. And okay, how do I not seeing the button? So goodbye on YouTube and goodbye on Insta.